Hello, and welcome back to Henchman Story. On the last episode, we fought against Madame Scorpion, and while we did not, fully defeat her, we have defeated her enough to escape. Dave is alive. The armor is a bit damaged. I forgot her name, but the super lady, I forgot what it is. Either way, I'll probably remember at some point later. She survives. She's a bit wounded as well. It's really struggling for me to try and think of who I'm talking about. But yeah, we've made it back to Stan's old room, and time to find out where we go next.
Shit, you really are underhanded for a superhero. But why didn't you bust it out earlier?
It would ruin the surprise.
Because it was only going to work once. She won't take the bait if I try it again.
Pretty much. This is in reference to Shining Nova's attempt to fool Madame Scorpion. As she speaks, she opens up a compartment in the inside of the Nova suit and pulls out a set of tools. After picking out the correct one, she looks around for the spot to set the other implements aside.
Just put them on the TV stand?
You mean the cardboard box?
Same thing, right?
Yes, I'm glad you noticed the reclaimed cardboard. I like to use repurposed materials in my interior design while maintaining a minimalist, evil aesthetic. I call it boho villain chic.
Oh, very stylish. I'm honored that I was finally able to get a look at it, even if the circumstances aren't ideal.
Well,
Well, we already slept at your place. It's only fair that I show you mine.
Oh, is that why you picked the dorms? You wanted to show off your fashionable bachelor pad? Impress me with all the dirty clothes you left on the floor.
I mean, it's not like we could have cleaned up before we got here.
Obviously. I can read between the lines. I know what field repair means. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Okay, ease off the throttle there, stud. Field repair just means field repair. Speaking of, can you hold this arm steady for me?
We can try. I nod and grab the whole of the Nova suit. It's damaged arm, and while Victoria gets started on the repairs. For a time, she works with quiet concentration, slowly mending the damage. But after a while, or after a minute,
This is worth it.
wouldn't it be?
Huh? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It's just... This is cutting...
It's
it
Dynamo,
close.
that's what it was, yeah.
Dynamo's hurt, he nearly got killed, and what she said, she's not entirely wrong. People like Scorpion are symptoms, not the root cause. Someone else will try what she's doing, or at least something like it. It's inevitable. They might even succeed.
Maybe not. If they do succeed, hopefully it's someone on our side.
It was selfish of me to ask you to help, to ask you to risk your life for this. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm risking it for you, I made my choice, and... yeah, I made my choice.
I made my choice. If I wanted to walk away, I'd have walked away. But Scorpion needs to be stopped. You know it, I know it. Hell, everyone who's met her knows it.
I know. It's just...
It's just what?
I almost lost you already, and I can't promise it'll be the last time.
Yeah, that's just how the business goes.
Even if we make it out of this, it won't always be like last night. Honestly, quiet moments like that, they might be the exception. My work affects everything I do.
Yeah, well, I made the choice to sign up for that, too. And I'm not walking away from that one either.
Okay, if you say so.
She smiles softly and leans in. Our lips meet to the jolt of that now familiar spark. I was thinking if it was a spark from the actual suit, but when her eyes next open, there's a few invigorated energy to them. I feel it too. Like I'm recharged.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Super healing. Reassured, Victoria tends to repairs, occasionally asking me to hold something, but otherwise working intelligent silence. A few minutes later, she finally stores away the last of her tools and sighs in relief.
There, I think that'll do it. Stand back.
I feel like Madam Scorpion's gonna be standing outside with an army of henchmen.
Mobility's good, energy level's nominal. I want to go as far as saying all systems are green, but that'll hold. Won't you, baby? Alright, let's finish this. Lead the way.
Right. Is the coast clear? We're making good time as we enter the research wing. The repairs to Victoria's suit are holding up, and I benefited from the breather, though I still wouldn't say we're 100%. There's a decided lack of banter from both of us, and it only gets quieter the closer we get to our destination. We're both waiting for the same thing, or rather, the same person. Neither of us believe that Madame Scorpion is down for the count, and the longer we go without running into her, the more I'm worried about what she has planned. An ambush, surely, but when? And yet, even after we reach that final hallway, my hallway, there's no ambush, and only a handful of guards that Victoria easily disposes of. As we at last get sight of the door number 1385, we pause.
Is it better or worse that she hasn't attacked us yet?
Worse, because that means we don't know where she is.
No point in speculating, but when we open that door, I expect her to be there waiting for us.
No, she might be behind us, because you would expect us to expect that. Victoria takes a deep breath and then starts marching forward with a heavy, determined steps. Fires are locked on our destination, and I follow suit, matching her pace.
Remember, our target is the network. As soon as you see an opening, go for the mainframe and I'll keep her occupied. If the situation's still under control by then, just shut down the network when the prompt appears. But if she's giving us trouble, activate a feedback loop instead. That'll dump more data than she can process into her brain in one massive surge. That should give me the opening I need to subdue her. It'll be excruciating for her, at least in theory, so I'd rather avoid it if I can. But it won't cause any lasting damage, so if things are looking dicey, don't hesitate. Got it?
What if it makes her super strong?
Got it. Just plug, play, and press when prompted. No problem.
A few steps later, and there we stand, staring at the door number 1385. A door I've seen 1,000 times before. Somehow it looked different, sturdier.
I know what you're thinking. Don't. You're walking back out through that door, Stan.
What were we supposedly thinking? She turns to face me for a moment. I feel like I can see her eyes behind the helmet.
We both are. Together.
That better be a promise.
Hey, don't jinx it. We need all the luck we can get.
Don't need luck. We're prepared. And we have each other. Right?
Luck always helps.
Right. We do.
Together, we take this last moment of silence, and together we open the door. The room is just as we left it 2 days ago. If a little more lively, the supercomputer fills the room with a low hum, and the coolant tanks bubble with activity. But most importantly, a lone woman sits on the steps in front of us, legs crossed as she examines her nails.
There you are. First you make a mess of my 7th favorite fortress, and then you keep me waiting.
Top 10.
You'll understand if I take offense.
Not really. You could take it as a compliment, as that you did enough damage that we had to recuperate. Madame Scorpion rises from her seat, brushing her hair aside. Not even one strand of it out of place. I clench my teeth. If she got out of that without a scratch, what's it going to take to stop her?
Offense intended, with enthusiasm.
Unsurprising. For a time, I wasn't sure what you and that brutish brat had in common. But now I see it. You are both wholly lacking in manners. And neither of you knows when you are beaten.
Haven't you learned your lesson about premature celebrations yet?
Yeah, haven't you? You should have, because it'll be on the exam. The justice exam.
Stan.
Thanks, Stan.
Hey, cut me some slack. This is my first day working on this side.
And it will most assuredly be your last, Stanley. Call it premature if you wish. But it is your reality.
It is a reality. It is realistic, but it's not the reality.
Do you know the best part about my ability? The closer my calculations get to being a mathematical certainty, the clearer the images become in my head.
It sounds like a decent superpower. It's like Taskmaster, but also like it's Taskmaster basically, except you don't just have to watch someone to mimic it.
I can see your depths. Blurry now, but growing sharper. They won't be quick, and they won't be clean.
This power's made you delusional, Scorpion.
Yeah, you could be a great superhero.
The only certainty here is that I determine my own future.
Our future. And when it comes to that future, you don't even make the credits.
I mean, technically, she would, right? Because she's the first villain they took down together. I switch my gauntlet into firing mode and raise it mirroring Victoria's posture. We share a glance and nod in unison, and then we open fire.
Like not even as an extra or in the special thanks section. Just a total snub. You'll have to add yourself to the IFTB page. See? I'm getting better.
The IFTB, okay.
Great, real proud of you, just please keep firing.
Yeah, for all the good it's doing, Scorpion is just calmly waving through our onslaught as she's practicing for a dance recital, only occasionally raising her sword to lazily bat away a blast for fun.
I told you before, your time is already up. I know what you're going to do before you do it.
Even you don't believe that. Not yet, anyway.
Is she switching to fists? Nova stops firing and jets forward. Abruptly, Scorpion ends her waltz and races to meet her, but the clash never occurs. Instead, Victoria pulls up at the last second, shooting straight into the air.
There's more room for me to maneuver in here. You might know how I move on the ground, but not in the sky.
Yeah, but what about us?
Give it time, little turtle. Give it time.
Okay, so Miss Dynamite's a little girl and Nova's a little turtle. That makes sense. I mean, the armor is a shell.
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, the story. Wait, no, I was going to say the story of the Scorpion and the Turtle, but it's not. It's a Scorpion and a Frog, isn't it? With that, she resumes fire, this time from two different angles. Suddenly, Scorpion's movements are no longer listless, as she bobs and weaves about the room with much more urgency, but no less grace. We've yet to do any real damage, but she clearly is on the defensive. Is this my chance to reach the supercomputer? Keep waiting. No, it's too soon. Scorpion may get more dangerous with each passing second, but moving too urgently can lead me right into her hands. So instead, I keep firing and glancing up at Nova. She must be planning something, but what? Surely it isn't to keep firing until we hit her, and then I see it. With each move, Scorpion makes she draws closer towards the right side of the room, like the coolant tanks. Unlike me, Victoria is not trying to hit the supervillain, but just forcing her to dodge in a particular direction. But Scorpion realizes that too. She laughs and glances over her shoulder.
All that for such an obvious ploy. You may have gained wings, little turtle, but no sense of strategy.
Unlike that, Scorpion changes directions, almost mirroring Noah's moves with the locker room, but on a grander scale. With a terrifying speed, she charges forward, deflecting attacks as she goes. As she nears the superhero, she leaps upward, sword raised. Then I realized that this is my chance. This was Victoria's real plan, to draw Scorpion away from the supercomputer and towards her.
Superheroes. Always throwing themselves in front of the damn train.
But there's no time to argue. This is the best chance we'll have. So I stop firing and sprint towards the supercomputer at full speed. The sounds of battle grow quieter as I near my destination. It seems like Victoria's got Scorpion contained, at least for the moment, with no one in front of me, which give me just enough time. Just plug and play, easy. I can handle this, I can handle it.
So, hero, you have made it past my defenses. Well done. But it is not enough. You are not enough. Not for I.
If there was a better time for you to show up, I think now is a great time.
I, who rules this mountain with a gilded fist. I, who dares to laugh at fate and challenge gods. I, who can avoid IP and user bans with absolute impunity. I, who... Wait, hold on. Let me just... Confound it. What are you doing here, Steve? Where's the other one? You know, glowing mecha explosion person or whatever she's called.
She's busy. I jerk my thumb over my shoulder and pointing towards the much more intense action happening on the other side of the room.
Over there. And the name's Stan. Come on. I even have a name tag now.
I tap on my name tag Victoria gave me with my finger, and Lord Bedlam peers forward to give a better look at it.
Ah, so you do. S-T-A-N. Stan. Yes, I knew that. I don't
know, you got bigger fish to fry. You are like the leader of a giant evil organization. Suddenly, the aforementioned action happening over my shoulder catches his eye.
Wow, look at them go. Is she really going to...
I think she just did. It's getting pretty intense over there.
Do you want to chill out and have some popcorn?
Yes, but here we are instead. And that's how it's always going to be for you and I, isn't it, Sam?
You pat him on the back.
How do you mean, sir?
Oh, just the story of my life. Always the vice president of brand management, never the president. Always the lone supervillain without a society, without a nemesis, even after so long.
Yeah.
Alas, alack! I struggled and I bled. I raided grocery stores and organic juice stands. I posted mean things about superheroes on social media. And what do I have to show for it? What, I ask you? Here I stand, second fiddle in my own fortress. No, not even a fiddle. Something worse, like a lute or a ukulele. What am I to make of this, Trevor? What am I to do?
What's wrong with a lute or ukulele?
You could, let me go?
Let you go?
Yeah, just let me, scooch on by you there. I'll just plug this thingy into that computer real quick and get out of your way. You won't even notice me.
Ah, I see what you're doing. The reverse psychology tactic, eh? Just plucked that lesson from the old Lord Bedlam learning tree, did you?
You got it. You told me everything I know.
Well, you're right. The spotlight may not be on us, but we should still make the best of it. Our time will come one day, Sean. Our time will come. Well, not yours, of course, but figuratively speaking.
Yeah, I mean, this is being optimistic about it.
Nope, no reverse psychology. I was really just trying to get by. And I just told you my name is Stan. You read the name tag and everything.
Ah, of course! Stan! I thought it was you. I just misread your tag, that's all. You should really work on that handwriting. But very well then, Stan. Let's take it from the top, shall we?
Okay.
Ah, at long last, you have arrived, my greatest nemesis, Stan!
Honestly, we're gonna make his day.
And now it is down to you, and it is down to I. Just as it always has been. Just as it always will be. Until today. Because today, you shall finally taste defeat. And then it will just be down to I, not you. Not you at all.
So we're gonna beat him. We're gonna make his day by giving him the best nemesis ever. Dave's gonna be ecstatic because he's gonna have his best friend be his boss's nemesis, I think.
Now come forth, you traitorous scum! You cowardly turncoat! You jumping Judas! Come forth and face your destiny! Come forth and experience chaos! Embrace pandemonium! Behold true, unadulterated Bedlam!
You gotta give it to him. He knows how to handle a speech.
Fine.
Excellent! Then let us begin! For the first time and the last!
Last chance to walk away. All unjoyous. No, let us end it, Fiend.
No! Let us end it, Fiend! For now and for all time!
Yes, yes! That's the spirit! Embrace the drama of the moment, Stan.
He's gonna enjoy. Yeah, let's make him
But
enjoy it, man.
first, feast your eyes on my deadly bedlam bolts.
With a completely unnecessary flourish for his cape, Bedlam pulls pulls a small taser from his hip, points it at me, and fires it. Only for its wires to fall a yard short, where they spark pitifully.
Well, take that as a warning, foolish hero. A shot across the bow, a boop on the nose. It would be a waste to astound you with my full power right away. You see, for years I trained to control my strength.
Alright, I can see this is never going to end if I just let him monologue like this. Time to go all out on the offensive. Maybe I could try Nova's tactics from when we escaped. Baton. I pull my baton from my belt and flick it to one side, letting a telescope out to its full length. It's only fitting I take him out with the weapon he issued me, isn't it?
Not only did you quit, but you kept your weapon? You're supposed to turn that in when you leave! You know, I need you to turn in your badge and your weapon and all that. Have you no sense of drama?
Nah, I like to keep it pretty low-key. But if you want this back...
Wait, now hold on just a minute.
You gotta learn to take a hit, man. You want to be a supervillain. I do not hold on, nor do I hold back. Even as Lord Bedlam switches from grandstanding to pleading, I race up to the steps and raise my baton and swing my weapon downward. Only to find out it has been blocked by one of the supervillain's gauntlets.
Aha! On guard, you duplicitous devil! Did you really think that I, Lord Bedlam, yellow belt at 3 nationally recognized kickboxing chains, would fall for such a...
Is yellow belt that high? I'm pretty sure it's a low thing, right? And that's when I spin my left to my left and whip my weapon right to the side of his big horned head.
The echo! How dare you interrupt me? Don't you know how this works? We're supposed to insult each other. You have to let me finish my...
I don't have to do a thing for you anymore. Not moving stolen boxes of dog food. Not guarding a stupid door. And certainly not coddling your bloated, unjustified sense of self-importance.
We're just playing, what, the triangle on with his horns? Goddamn, that felt good. Bedlam's helmet blunted my blows, but after that many, he's still left stumbling, woozily swaying back and forth as he finds his footing.
Now, hold on. Whoa, let me just...
He grasps his helmet in both hands and to stop it from shaking and take deep breaths as he continues to backpedal.
Okay, there we are. Unjustified? Unjustified? The only thing unjustified is your blatant disregard for supervillain decorum. It's despicable. No, disgraceful.
50-50. You kind of exaggerated it.
I had hoped that all those years of service meant you would battle me with the respect I deserve. But no, you're just like all the rest.
You do deserve some respect, just not as much as you're hoping for.
Well, in that case, I shall hold back no longer. You see, Stan, you are the one being coddled. You! Now behold, my true, absolute power!
I would like to imagine he does actually have some power, and it's even going to surprise Madame Scorpion. The supervillain spreads his arms wide, cape flapping behind him. I square my stance, preparing for whatever trick he is ready to pull. Another weapon? Or does he actually have a hidden superpower? Nope, he's just planning to throw himself at me, and because it's the last thing I expected, it sort of works.
Yeah, get off of me, you nutcase!
Never! I shall never surrender!
Are we just slap fighting? For several moments we roll around the ground, engaging in the lamest, purplest wrestling match ever, conceived and hitting each other. With whatever limb is available. Cool. Ah, damn it. One of the stupid horns smacked me in the side of the head. That's it, I'm freaking biting him. I don't care how unheroic it is. But before I can follow through, someone roughly pulls us apart, tossing me in the process. Madam Scorpion.
Bah! Who dares to interrupt our duel? Who dares, I say?
Please be Dave, but I think it's going to be Madam Scorpion.
I do, Lord Bedlam.
Oh, it's you, Daniel. Thank goodness you're here.
I'm Dave, actually. Stan's supervisor. You reprimanded me earlier today. Remember?
What happened, Dave?
It was when you found out the traitor was in my squad.
Ah, yes, of course. I remember now. Lots of things were said, but all is forgiven if you help me bring this backstabbing brute to his knees. What say you, Dave? Senior Squad Supervisor.
As I scrambled to my feet, I glanced between Dave and Lord Bedlam. Oh crap, one of these two I can handle, but both at once? I could really be in trouble here.
I say, Stan is my friend.
Dave, you're being a real hero.
Yes, excellent. Now, wait, what was that?
Stan is my friend. He's been nice to me even when he didn't have to be. Even though I wasn't always fair to him. And his superhero buddy saved me. Even though it put them both in danger. But you, I've been loyal. I've worked hard. I've given you the prime of my life because I believed in you. Even though sometimes I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to accomplish.
I don't think anyone is, Dave.
But you barely acknowledge me. You can't even remember my name.
I think that might be him. He might have memory issues, honestly, Dave.
Now hold on, that was an honest mistake. I'm just not good with names, that's all.
That seems true.
It's not about the name, it's about me! I've always been so proud to have this job. But if keeping it means that I have to hurt someone who actually treats me with respect, then forget it. And forget you! You gosh darn two-faced, lily-livered, super jackass!
Angry Dave is unusual. I've seen a lot of wild stuff today, but out of everything, it's Dave calling Lord Bedlam a name that gets my jaw to drop to the floor.
People actually say lily-livered?
I mean, he was raised on a farm.
Ah, wait! Lily-livered is a fine thing to say, and you're a fine henchman. What if I gave you a bigger promotion? Let's say vice president of something or other. Okay. Executive vice president. And I'll throw in one of our spare, extra large hoodies.
Large clothing is great. Extra large clothing is great.
Alright, point taken. Message received. No hoodies, but what about our cause?
What is our cause?
The infinite waltz of glorious, super glorious conquest. Friend, pal, buddy.
Wow.
You
thank
were
Dave.
never my buddy. Just my boss. Stan's my buddy.
And you're my buddy slash supervisor.
Right, Stan?
You're gosh darned right, buddy. You're gosh darned right.
We both turned as an explosion echoes out from across the room. Looks like the other showdown over there is nearing its climax. Better hurry. I turn to Dave as he offers a solemn nod.
Well, like my papa always said, do what you gotta do, buddy. I'll get him out of here.
Thanks, Dave. You should stay safe. You're the only person besides ourselves who are not superheroes or like superpowered, so you better stay safe.
Thanks, Dave. I owe you one.
Nah, I'm the one paying you back the favor. I think. Good luck, buddy.
Nope, I think we owe you two, actually. With that, Dave turns to his attention to the unconscious Lord Bedlam, intending on dragging him to safety, and I race onward towards Madam Scorpion's supercomputer. Time to end this. As I near the supercomputer, I fumble around in my belt for the data drive that Victoria gave me. Come on, which pouch did I put it in there? Briefly, I bobble the drive as another explosion rocks the room, but quickly regain control. Phew, that was a close one. That was too close. Imagine that if I had fallen into a vent or something. Nervously, I glance over my shoulder at the side of as I does a little to ease my worries. Victoria is picking herself up from the small crater of shattered concrete, her armor sparking as she moves. Looks like those field repairs gave out. Damn it, I took too long getting past Bedlam. I need to hurry.
I told you. It was just a matter of time. Patterns always form. It's human nature. And now that they have, I can see your future. I can hear your last scream. I can...
Madam Scorpion rolls around towards the supercomputer and her eyes land on me, standing stock still, with my hands on the blue and white data drive that I just inserted into the tower machine. Meanwhile, the data drive goes right to work, just as Victoria said it would, uploading first to the supercomputer itself and then the entire network. When it finishes, Scorpion's powers will be crippled.
Oh, don't let me interrupt. That sounded like a good speech. Go on. You were at the third I can. The third one's usually the punchline for these things.
Stanley, how did you... Did that incompetent windbag actually let you past him? How could that imbecile screw up such a simple, solitary task?
I don't know. Maybe you should talk it over with him. Just conduct a quick...
I glance at the computer's maintenance monitor where I can see the percentage bar on Nova's malware upload, creeping slowly higher every second.
30, maybe 40-second performance review. A minute tops.
I think with that, we'll have to call it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. With that, goodbye.